As it turns out, the big contenders of this year are ReZero and Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is the last show to have romance in it, and ReZero likes to make the main character suffer rather than marrying him off to a girl. So, what do we have in terms of wholesome romance this year? Well, that's why I made the video. Amid all this suffering, tension, and hype, it's always good to see some love blossoming in the good old high school or isekai setting. So, ladies and gentlemen, here are the 10 best romance anime coming this year. It's rare to see isekai do the romance thing right, but with My Next Life as a villainess, we got not just a romance harem, but a reverse harem where all the boys fall in love for the same girl. Before you bring your criticisms onto the table, admit that harem is also a type of romance as well. So here we have a girl who is reborn as the villain of the story. Seems like an interesting take on the isekai concept, doesn't it? Now our protagonist, Katarina, should do everything within her power to stop from her becoming the final villain of the game. What's the best way to do it? Make a lot of friends, of course. This light-hearted romance was renewed for a second season, and even though a release date hasn't been confirmed, it's going to be airing this 2021. With every season comes a romance where the rather socially withdrawn boy falls for the smart and popular girl. Last season we have Oregaru, and this season we have lower tier Tomoezakikun. And this time our socially withdrawn boy is a gamer and our popular girl is a gamer as well. Birds of a feather flock together, right? Even if that pack of birds has a socially withdrawn one, this statement can come true. So a romance blossoms between our main couple, and together we get all that slice of life melodrama. If you've watched the anime Gamers, no need to sweat. According to what I watched, lower tier Tomoezakikun clearly isn't going to go down that route.
俺は木下和也、20歳。ちなみに、彼女はいる。
他に好きな人できちゃった。別れよ。
Japan's RentaGirlfriend business seems to be going well, and so does anime that revolve around it. You pick an app, choose a girl, and go on a date. This is what our main character thought after breaking up, but Chizuru seems more than your average renting girl. She's kind, cares about others, and of course, lives in the same apartment as our main character. Needless to say, this anime has got that cliches every now and then, but it's actually quite entertaining. The first season received a good reception, so since the anime has plenty of source material to adapt, you can definitely expect to see the second season this year. Is set for a release in the fall of 2021, so keep your eyes open.
そういうのちゃんとあったってこと。あなた、分かってくれる？
Alright, hold it, I know what you're gonna say. There are a lot of animals in here, and romance between a rabbit and a wolf doesn't suit everyone's taste. But if you look beyond these animal figures, you'll find a story that conveys themes about human society itself. Ever read George Orwell's Animal Farm? Well, this is the same, but with anime and romance. This is another example of Netflix doing anime right. And if you love that slice of life tension, you're definitely gonna love this. The second season is airing right now, so if you haven't watched it, you can quickly binge watch the first season and join in on the party. Trust me, the romance is going to be more wholesome than you think.
ちゃんと覚えてるかと言われると怪しい。
Every season, there is a controversial anime that tests the waters of the anime community. It's Japan, so you can definitely expect cute girls getting overly sexualized and added into a romance that gives the laugh. There's a lot of romance anime that stick to this formula, but Uzakichan clearly wins first place because of its comedy. What does Uzakichan do right? It's those character interactions, those subtle references, and even those comedic innuendos. Needless to say, if you're one for those, then this one will clearly satisfy you. The second season has been greenlit for production, and with the schedule of the studio, you can definitely expect it by fall 2021.
こんなの持ってちゃ痛いだろ。
Sticking to the harem is romance rule, the next show that we speak of is Date Alive. Remember Date Alive? That show that pulled a premise like Fate Stay Night and then completely removed the magical aspects and turned it into a harem? I'm not going to deny this is a show for a guilty pleasure, but somehow there's this magic in Data Live that makes you binge watch it. The basic premise of this is our main character should make spirits that attack our planet fall in love with him, and then make them live in his house. The 4th season will adapt the rest of the source material and hopefully won't pull a stunt like that last episode of season 3 did. Either way, I'm keeping my hopes up for this one, because we seem to lack the harem aspect in most romance anime of this season.
何言ってんですか？同じクラスの宮村ですよ。
We've got another new anime coming up. This is Miya. I've already taken a quick peek into the first 2 episodes and can definitely see the potential of this show. It might start off as a generic rom-com, but wait until the anime adapts the later chapters of the manga. Here we have 2 characters trying to hide their true personalities from the world, but reveal it once they are in their own private space. Secret personalities make a good combination, so you should know where the romance comes in. As I mentioned, the first few episodes will take time to build the settings and the character relationships, but the true face of the show is shown during the middle of the season. Trust my words and go watch the show, and come back and thank me later.
これは夢に違いない。
違います。私たち5つ子の姉妹です。
5 girls, 1 boys. What are the odds of all 5 falling in love with the same boy? Call it unrealistic, but I don't need to remind you, this is anime, right? Anyway, all jokes aside, Quintessential Quintuplets is a show that does harem right. You've got the tension of relationships, characters with their own traits and backstory, and also that nisekoi type mystery running in the background. Simply speaking, this is a show where 5 sisters fall in love with their tutor and to try to get good scores in their exams. It's a simple premise, and that's why it is so easy to binge watch it. The 2nd season is airing right now, so don't miss out on all that harem fun-filled comedy and start binge watching the 1st season right now.
一緒にいたくない。
理性が利かない。
Being a huge fan of the original manga, I was crying tears of joy when a remake was announced of this story. The new adaptation did everything right, from hitting the right strings of emotionality and story, as well as fleshing out the characters more. This is about Toru Honda and her adventures with the Soma family, a family that has members who can transform into animals based on the zodiac. There's the supernatural theme running around, and around the subtly built love triangle also revolves the themes of loneliness and isolation. This is going to be an emotional ride, so take some tissue boxes along the way as well. The final season is coming this year. I'm glad to see this story coming to a conclusion. Yes, everyone's favorite, Kaguya and her bizarre adventures, is coming back for another season. As soon as the 2nd season ended, I was quick to catch up on the manga, and boy, you're not ready for what's coming. And I'm not speaking of an Attack on Titan level of hype, but rather the hype you get after seeing all the funny situations all these characters are going to be in. Our best boy, Ishigami, is going to get some more screen time and definitely get some more massive development. Some new faces will appear, and there is more bonus screen time for side characters. The fight between Kaguya and Shirogane will move on with daily victories and defeats, and needless to say, Kaguya-sama is going to be the best romance anime of 2021. And there goes 10 of the best romance anime of the season. There seems to be a lot of anime to suit everyone's taste, so we anime fans in the romance corner have got a lot on our plate. I'm waiting to see more new and original anime pop out mid-year, so just like me, don't forget to stay updated. Thanks for watching Anime Geeks, and I'll see you in the next video.